Hello everybody, Jessica here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to the new subscribers. And if you're here for the first time, welcome. So I need to work on these two nautical journals. As you can see, this one's gotten much thicker and I need to get this one caught up. So this one is the one that is the actual sailor, and this is the one I'm calling the armchair sailor. So I'm making two, one for a friend of mine who's going on a 6-month cruise adventure, sailing adventure, and then this is going to be the armchair sailor one for my for my Etsy. So for this one, I have done the big envelope in the front. It's gusseted, so she can just throw memorabilia in there as she collects it. And then I have another place to stick things in here. This is an elastic board. I have a set of vials so she can collect sand samples from different places she visits. I have some slides that she can use to stick things, and then she can put the slides into this little piece here. She can put them on the, oops, did I do that backwards? I did one way and one the other. I think I did it because I was thinking it's this way. So she can put the slides on here, and that's where she can store them. And they each have their own little pocket. And then I have a journal in here as well. It's a really simple, straightforward, basic journal that she can use for all kinds of different sketching and note-taking and memory keeping. But I also eventually want to have like a little kind of mini art attack thing going on in here, but I haven't done that yet. So I need to get my armchair sailor one kind of caught up. That one is by no means finished. I just need to get this one kind of caught up to where that one is. So all I have for this one so far is I've got the cover, I've got it reinforced. I have the divider page reinforced with cardstock from the decorative papers. And if you didn't watch the first video, I did a flip through of all the different things that I would be using. And I can link that first video right there. And I have reinforced with Tyvek these gussets. So what I want to do next for this one is I want to make the elastic board. So I need to just cut this down so that it's the right size. This is just the back of a pad of grid paper, and it's a nice sturdy piece of paper. So I need to cut it down so it is the right size. I want to make it a little bit smaller than this page here. Let me put these away. I've got kind of a bit of fallout here. All right, here. Sorry, I should have done this before I started. All righty, here we go. We're good. So grab a pencil. So I got carried on that way on that other one because I've been reading a lot of, or listening to, it's really fun to listen to audiobooks while I work here at my craft table. So I'm just gonna make a mark right there. And here, let me tell you, I made this to tell you what I've been reading. So these are all the things I've been reading. So earlier this summer, I read Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. Love these. If you're into fantasy with dragons and some spicy relationships, highly, highly recommend them. I love them. And then I read these guys. I read Black Witch. This is the prequel. I haven't read the prequel. Black Witch, Iron Flower, Shadow Wand, and Demon Tide. Really, really excellent. I described them to a friend of mine. The basic plot is there is a restrictive religious cult that's trying to take over the lands, and and subvert all the other religions of all the other people, and the only people who are left to fight them are the warrior class of warrior women and the protagonist and some dragons. It's just great. There's dragons, there's fae, it's really good. Excellent. So it's called The Black Witch Chronicles. These four are, I would start with The Black Witch. You can start with this. I've heard, I haven't read this prequel, but I didn't read it, and I'm fine. But these four, and then this one's coming out in January, so I can't wait to read that. And then this is what I'm on right now. I read The Assassin's Blade. This is Sarah J. Maas. The Assassin's Blade is the prequel, and I'm really happy I started with that one. And then I'm reading Throne of Glass right now. Awesome books. Highly recommend. Really enjoying it. And I say read, but I listen to, oh, I did that already. I listen to them on audiobooks, and I have to say all of the narrators, the people who are reading the stories and on the recorded books through Audible. I read them on Audible. I'm not sponsored, but I really enjoy it. Are good. I have no complaints about any of the readers. So, highly recommend those books. The Sarah J. Maas books, I'm really excited about because there's a whole long list of them. There's the Throne of Glass ones, and then there's her other series that I believe come after these, which is why I'm reading these first. And those are a Court of Thorns and Roses, otherwise known as ACOTAR. So I'm excited about all these series that I can just work my way through. And it's very fun to listen to them while you're working, while your hands are busy. Okay, let me just double check. Let's see if that is the right size. Yes, it is. I'm not going to round these corners because I covered the other one with the metal book corners, and I thought that looked really cute, so I'm going to do that again with this. Let's grab some papers to use. So these two papers are from the Stamperia books. So let's audition some from the Stamperia first. And I have a lot of them. Okay, so this is, I've got Sealand, so that would work. I mean, they all work. That's kind of fun. Okay, there are these, and this is part of that as well. I think that's kind of boring. See, there's Sealand. Well, that's kind of nice. That might do well as a can I fit the gulls? Yeah, that would fit nicely. So it would be like that. I could just fit the gulls. Would I have to cut off any of their tails? I might just have to cut off maybe I'll just cut off the back end of that sailboat. I don't know. Let's look. That's a definite possibility. So I like that one. That one's okay. That one's okay. It's kind of boring. I don't think I could fit the whole... Oh, maybe I could fit that whole lighthouse on the saying. You can find yourself where the wind meets the water is the saying on that one. That would fit. That's a possibility. That one's kind of boring. Okay, so those are two possibilities. And then I have the backgrounds, the songs of the sea backgrounds. These I really like. They're so pretty. That would go well. Excuse me. Oh, they're just all so good. I think I'm gonna stick with the, I think I'm gonna do the lighthouse. I'm gonna do the lighthouse. Okay, put these down. Yes, I think that will look very nice. Okay. So I'm going to do this lighthouse, and I'm going to fix a mistake that I made on the one. It's not a terrible mistake, but I forgot about thinking about the order I did things in. Yeah, so if I do it on here, I can get, nope, that's not what I want. I want the lighthouse. All right, so I'm going to trim down the bottom of this so I get the lighthouse on the very bottom as much as possible. Like so. That'll be good for stamping words on. Save that. Okay, so now I can just mark where to cut here, like so, and then also straight here, like so. So how are you all? How are you enjoying August? How's August treating you? I'm at the point in August where I mentioned before, it's like one big Sunday for me, and because I teach high school, so I'm starting to do dip my toe in prepping for the school year. Oh, did I cut that just a little short? I did cut that just a smidge short. You know what I can do is I can just take this off. Nothing that says it has to be that width. So I started putting my Google Classroom together and starting to think about the things I want to do at the very beginning of the school year for I've got a brand new class that I'm teaching, and I've got 2 classes that I have taught before. So I'm thinking about, you know, how do I want to start? What do I want to open with? What prep do I need to do for that? For my freshmen, I ordered notebooks, like the composition notebooks and folders for every single one, so everybody can start with the year off with prepared. So I've got to bring those up to school. They arrived. They were super cheap at Walmart. If there are any teachers out there, the composition notebooks were 50 cents a piece, and the folders were similarly priced. Very, very cheap. So I got that was for my 2 bio classes. And I found some really interesting, a cool site. It's called, what's it called? Oh, shoot. I can't remember what it's called now. It's a site where you can, there's an online textbook, and you can, for free, go and use the online textbook. And then there are, you can do like guided notes. They have already prepared guided notes that other teachers have made, and it's all free. So I'm very excited about that. And that's kind of all that I did today. I ordered my plan book. I got myself one of those disc happy planners, because I have to write everything out. I have everything planned out and written down. I mean, it's not surprising considering this all, but I can't start yet because I don't have my schedule of the first couple days, and I don't know what I don't know, because the first couple days, the schedule, I'm going to use some Fabri-Tac to put this down. The first couple of days are never just a normal straight schedule because the kids have meetings and, you know, I don't know, we have a brand new schedule this year. I don't know how they're going to try and introduce it. I don't know. So I can't record anything in my plan book yet because I don't know how those first days are going to go. They usually have some class meetings so that they can, I don't know, vote in their student government and things like that. And I don't know who my kids are. So my bio classes will all be all freshmen, but my other classes will be a mix of grades. They could be sophomores through seniors. So I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go, and it's hard to prep. And I would really, really like to be able to prep those things just to reduce my anxiety about the whole thing. So that's where I am. Some of my distractions. I'm also doing the Roxy Journal of Stitchery, the field notes. And I have to work on, we have a new prompt this week on spring blooms. And I've been doing that, and I haven't been filming that because I wasn't sure if people would be interested in seeing, you know, the progress that I've been doing on that. So if you are interested in seeing my Roxy Journal of Stitchery work, drop the note in the comments and let me know if that's something people would be interested in seeing, because I'd be happy to share it. I just, you know, it's a different kind of a thing. It's slow stitching. But let me know. I'd be happy to share. Okay. I like that. It says, you can find yourself where the wind meets the water. And it's nice and sturdy. So I'm going to put all of my holes through, and then, or at least my little doohickeys. Where, I didn't grab my little doohickeys. Did I put them in here? Yes. These little guys. So I want to put these through and put the little brads through first, and then I'll put the backing on. So it will hide the little brads. So I think I did I do 4 on each side on here? Oops, that's not the right one. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 on each side. And you can see the brads on the side. And I haven't decided if I want to cover those up with washi tape or what I want to do to, if I'm going to do anything at all on the back side there. And I like this because, as you know, as you grab things, as you find things that you want to stick in there, like if you have, I don't know, here's just like a little thing, you can just stick that in, stick things in, and it'll hold. And I was thinking, you know, if you're traveling and you're memory keeping and you're collecting things, and then, so when I traveled last, I made myself a little journal last year when I went to Alaska. Ooh, I'll link that right there too, my Alaska journal. I find that there's a little bit that I do while I'm there, but mostly I'm like stuffing things in it, and then when I come back, I intend to write everything down. So there's a certain amount of just collecting that happens. And I think that's what this and the big envelope are for the collecting, so that you can then go through it later at a later time. Okay, so I need some of these. See if I have enough of the brassy ones. That one's kind of mangled. I think it'll still work. Yeah, that'll be fine. There's a brassy one. There's a brassy one. I have magnets in the top of this little jar because I stick it onto it hangs from the support that holds the shelf that's right there. Nope. see. Here's one. Nope, that's not a bright brass. I want the bright brass. So we're not doing too grungy on this because ships are supposed to be, sailboats are supposed to be bright and shiny and well polished. Ship shape, Bristol fashion. Don't you know? Okay, nope, that wasn't it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Just need one more. 4. Yay. Okie dokie. Alrighty. Oops, I just collected those. Those need to go back down. Did not mean to do that. Okay. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Go over there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So now I've got to figure out kind of how I want these to be spaced out. I'm just lining things up with the grid again. So if I do one towards the top and maybe like an inch in, there's one there and one there. And then at the bottom, about an inch in and an inch in. I'm not doing this a precise measurement, but I'm still lining them up with the grid. So that's 2. And then I need 2 more kind of part way across. So maybe here and here. I'll do it right on that dotted line there. There. And about an inch in here. And an inch in to it under. That's too far away. Do it like here and here. And here. Okay, and then I need one more row right here. Is that good? Yeah, I think right there is good. And then I'll line it up with those there, and I'll line it up with these here. I'm not doing it right up against this edge because I need 3 holes along this edge as well so that they can hook into the elastic. So let me show you. Here we go. Oops. Got it. So I guess I did put it closer in, but they didn't. And see, I need to make sure that they're not interfering with these holes, that the jump rings hook into the chain. You can't just put the elastic down and have them go around the elastic, because then these slide up and down and they don't stay where it's supposed to be vertically. So you really do have to use have some way of hooking it in here so that it's solid. And by hooking it into the chain, it doesn't have a lot of play up and down. Okay, so maybe I'll just move these over just a smidge to here. So here, 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 and here. And release this. There we go. Okay, so I need my, I think I need my Crop-A-Dile for this because this is thick cardboard. So I'm just going to make a hole with the small hole maker. Or should I do my all? I think I did. I think I used the all last time. That'll be fine. There we go. It'll be a nice clean thing. Another one there. And then on this side, we want it. Making sure I'm seeing the right dot. Here. 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 And here. There we go. Oh, sorry if I made you jiggle. Sorry about that. Okay. So then these do have like a right way up and a better way and a smoother way up and then a rougher, like a bumpier way. So then I'm just gonna, this is sticky. I'm going to cover that up after the fact. And so I'll cover the split pins. And then after I do the split pins, I am gonna give them a little bit of a squish there. And then I have this nice flat elastic. So this is the elastic that I use for my TN type inserts. This is a nice thick strong elastic. Both of these are off Amazon. And then this is a nice flat elastic that I use for these. This is 1/4 inch or 6 millimeter flat elastic cord in green. And you can see my puppy got to that one. So I don't know what that's called anymore. Okay, so finished doing these. So this is a really nice thing that you can add to just kind of any journal. It can be in a lap book or it could be in a regular journal as well. If you don't have these little kind of D-ring holder things, you could just put a hole through there and then thread it through like lacing boots. It doesn't have to be a D-ring. And if the benefit to doing it that way too is that you wind up with elastic on the back side as well. But I just like the way this one looks. I like the metal hardware aspect to it. And you can put, you could put holes through here and then do eyelets. That works as well. I have done that in other journals. This is just how I'm doing it now. Okay, get a little squish to get it nice and firmly in there. Okay, now the other side. And then I'll cover the back side up with paper so that you wind up not seeing the little legs sticking out. One. Two. Should I do that backwards? Yeah, that one's backwards. There's like one side that is a little bit bumpier than the other. It doesn't make a huge difference. I've been just trying to put the flatter side against the cardboard. There we go. And then this one, almost there. And then we can pick out a piece of paper for the back side. And then I have to put the holes through once I get both sides covered, because the holes need to go through both sides. The three holes, these 3 holes to hold it against the journal, against the elastic. Or the chain, sorry, the chain. Well, it's actually elastic and chain. Oops, that one has a really one short leg. That's okay, it'll be fine. Okay, so now I'm going to give each of these a little bit of a squish. Put it back here. I'm just using the flat side of my awl. Really good little flattening there. Okay. So now I need a piece of paper for this back side. And I think I'm going to use this one. Just to add a little contrast. I like, oops, not that side. I like all the shells here. Oh, I think I want, oh, this one says follow your spirit, but this one says every seashell tells a story. Oh, that's rough. I'm gonna lose the, all right, I'm not gonna use that one. Change my mind. Let's pick a different one. Trust your heart if the seas catch fire. Live by love through the stars walk backward. Though the stars walk backwards. We dream in colors borrowed from the sea. Okay, we can do that one. Just make sure we do this one correctly. I don't want to be taking any more off. There we go. Ooh, shoot, shoot, shoot. That was silly. All right, it's fine. It's just another cloud in the sky. Okay. Let us cut this one down to size. And here. It'll be right. Just looking to see if I was cutting anything important off. Perfect. Okay, so if I put this on here, can I feel those things? No, I don't think they'll be popping through. I could put some washi tape. Now, why don't I just put a little bit of washi tape over there just to make sure that they're not sharp and popping through anything. Doesn't matter what washi tape because it's going to be covered up. Just another little cushioning so that I don't cut the paper. That and like that. Okay, and my glue. Okay, my Fabri-Tac is getting low. So what else do I have to share? Just really been enjoying those books, getting ready to go back to school. We have to build my son a bed before he goes back to college because he's got an apartment this year, just a regular apartment right on the edge of campus, but not college housing. and it's a very small space. So he needs a bed that's high enough off the ground, off the floor, that he can slide stuff underneath it to store. And we went to IKEA to look at the beds, and they had some really nice beds, but they were all super low to the ground and didn't afford much space underneath. So we decided that we would get an IKEA mattress. You can get a full-sized IKEA mattress with springs built in for like $100, which made me happy. And so then my husband went today and got wood, and they designed it so that it's a couple feet off the floor, so he can fit like his skis and his bike and surfboard and things like that he wants to have in his room, bring with him back to school. And be able to fit it all under the bed. Oh, I forgot to ink. That's okay. I can ink after the fact. All right. So that is that. Okay. So next thing I want to do, I'll just make sure that's all stuck down. Good, good, good. Okay, so I want to put in my 3 hole. I will trim that down. I made that last one a little long. That's okay. I can easily trim that with a scissor once it's dry. Okay, so let's get these lined up. I want that to be like that. I want them to be all the same distance from the edge. And I want one in between here. So about there, about here, and about here. And I'm going to use, I have these. Those are just Amazon eyelets, but they have a slightly longer shank. And they fit well. So for this one, I need my 3/16 inch hole. And I'm going to make a hole there. And here. And then I kind of want that to be centered. I have one of these centering rulers. Three and a bit here. Like that. And I'll move this to the end. And I need 3 of these. One. Come on, you. There we go. There. And fumbled it. So have you guys read anything good this summer? Any good beach reads? I just have been so enjoying the fantasy novels because it's such a nice escape from all things terrible and worrisome here. And they're just really well done. Okay, there's one. 2. Come on, you. There we go. There we go. Oh, it's a workout. But it goes through and it does a really nice job. Oh, it has a little piece of paper stuck. There we go. It does a really nice job bending it around. There we go. Okay, so then the last bit is the elastic. Actually, that's not the last bit. We got to set it up in the inside the thing too. I think I'll just stop it after this elastic because it feels like this is getting a little long. So I'm going to lace it like one would their old-fashioned sneakers, you know, like Converse. Which I feel like I need to get myself some Converse sneakers. Maybe some navy blue ones. Okay. And you'll still be able to see, so this is going to go like, I just want to make sure I have enough of this, and then like that, and like that. It should be enough. I actually remember how to lace my shoes. Do you guys remember learning how to lace and tie your shoes? I remember that distinctly. I remember it being a very frustrating thing. I was probably, I don't know, how old were we when we learned to tie our shoes? Like 4 or 5? Must have been pretty early. Would have been in the early 70s. I remember it being I can remember being in the hallway of my home, sitting on the floor with my mom, trying to figure out how to do it. It wasn't really the hallway. It was like, there was a big set of doors in between the living room, dining room, and the hall, the front hall. Anyway, this reminds me of that. And you want it to be tight. And I like the flat elastic because it lies flat. It's not, it offers a lower profile. And it also offers also offers more surface area to be in contact with whatever thing you're putting in there. See, I want this one to go over. Right. Like that. Yes. Like that. And then this is going to go through there, and this will come down. But I want it to be, I want to tie it as flat as possible. So it's not, doesn't start off anyway to be too twisted. Yeah. So that goes like that. That goes like that. This can go in here. And then this will go from top to bottom. Yay. Okay. And then I will just tie it in a knot over here in the corner. Ta-da! Yay! Let's give it a thing test. Ta-da! Maybe I'll make it a little tighter. Of course, I know. Here, I have these guys for when I've done this. Not the first time. There we go. Okay, a little bit tighter. Okay. There we go. Oops, sorry. Sorry. Okay. All right, now we need to set up the chain to go in here. So for that, I'm just going to do the 2 holes, elastic on the back, and chain down the front. Super straightforward, and it will go like that. I don't think you need to watch me for that. I'll show you when I'm all done. And then next time we will do maybe the envelope that goes right here. So thanks so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. Please consider clicking like and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps me build my channel and my small business. And I will leave my Etsy store link in the description box below, and go ahead and check that out as well. So thanks again. Have a great day. Stay safe. Bye-bye.